Just a few days ago, an advanced screening was held in Japan for a certain group of people, followed by an interview with the season 4 director and Ayanokoji's voice actor. They were shown the first 4 episodes of season 4, and so far the reviews from the audience are really great. Before we talk about the screening, let's take a look at the teaser of episode 1, because from the very first shot, we definitely have the same question. Not about how sexy Chabashira is, because that's already a common knowledge, but about the surprise change in the number of students. The light novel readers would understand that each class has had 40 students since the beginning, but the anime watchers would definitely be left confused, and unfortunately the anime would never explain how they suddenly get an extra 15 students. So let's just prepare yourself for the anime watcher question on April 1st. Move to the new students. I love the fact that they have their own unique design, and not just some copy-paste. Rumors said that their designs were prepared by Tomose himself, and even though we never got an illustration for every member of Class D in the light novel, the new students look great enough to at least become supporting characters in another anime. As you can see, there are 8 rows and 5 columns of students, but if you count the second column, you will notice there are only 7 tables instead of 8. Which is a reminder that Ayanokoji has already left us for good, and 39 students still remain. I don't know if they will adapt the seat auction side story, but you better prepare to accept the seat change without any further explanation. Moving on to the rest of the teaser, there is nothing much to say, but the animation is looking good no matter where you see it. The characters and their movement look smooth, with some close-ups that show how beautiful they are. The anime direction looks very different compared to the previous season, especially in how they draw the characters' eyes, which reminds me a lot of season 1. I could say that the animation looks more colorful and lively compared to season 3, and I guess it's a nice change of pace with nothing to lose. A little detail such as the character expression also gets a lot of improvement. Ayanokoji is expressionless as usual, but Horikita's boredom, Ichika's mischief, or Sakayanagi's confidence could be seen from their faces. It's probably the eyes, but the new animation feels more comfortable in the eyes. And now let's move to the next question, which is the advanced screening review. However, before we talk about their review, let's talk about how season 4 managed to release 4 episodes at once, because this is something that is really unusual. There are a few series like Oshinoko or Sakamoto Days that release their first 2 episodes at once, but releasing 4 episodes at once is a really crazy move they pull. At first I thought season 4 would be aired on Netflix or an online platform, but looking at the PV, they still aired it on national TV just like the previous season, so it's honestly impressive they could secure that much slot for their debut. It's a night spot on the weekday, but still an impressive feat for Kadokawa, who usually prioritize quantity instead of quality. Looking at the other anime Kadokawa has, ReZero also got 90 minutes on their first screening from the previous season, so I guess this change will become their first step to improve quality and pacing to not be bound by the TV schedule. By having 4 episodes aired at once, it's been confirmed that season 4 will have 16 episodes in total, which strongly hinted that season 4 will adapt the entire Uninhabited Island Exam Plus Volume 4.5. And now let's move to the advanced screening review, because believe it or not, there is almost no negative comment that I can find so far. Starting from the animation, most people agree that the animation is better compared to previous seasons. With the change of director and staff, it's just natural there will be a lot of change compared to previous seasons, but season 4 had been confirmed ever since 2 years ago, so it will be insolent if they cannot come up with better animation. We can see their sample of animation from the teaser and promotional video, and if you compare it to the official poster from 2 years ago, the difference is like heaven and earth. They feed their character a lot to turn that skinny teenager into a healthy, bountiful girl, and I really like how they draw their facial expression. We can see a few close-ups from the teaser that highlight their face, and you can see just how much the animators love to do their job. My personal favorite is this close-up of Tsubasa's face, because every aspect such as her eyes, her hair, and even her mouth just feels right in the heart. I also love how they animated Ichinose's scene, even though she wouldn't have any dialogue in the first 4 episodes. Her cheerful smile and energetic gesture are perfect to show how she tries to win the first-year students' hearts, and if you see how the girl behind her already mimics her movement, that means they already idolize her. Based on the leaks from Twitter, they said Tsubasa is drawn very well endowed, which is not surprising for a body like hers, and Ichika is drawn really cute, no matter if it's from her voice or from her every movement. Ichika actually got a lot of praise from everyone who watched the screening, and even Shoichiba himself praised her for the bratty vibe she brings to the show. I don't think I have a problem with every character design that was shown in the PV and teaser. The designs of Horikita, Sakayanagi, and Riwin feel much closer compared to the light novel, but Ibuki's design feels a bit off. I think she is not tomboy enough in this scene, or maybe it is because her head is too round, but I hope that is just a one-time scene before she gets a bigger part in the uninhabited island exam. And now let's talk about the aspect that is not less important, which is the voice acting of the new cast. According to the leaks and interview, Tsubasa's voice actor was the hardest to cast, while Utomiya was the easiest. The director said they didn't cast a specific person for a role, but opened an audition that was followed by nearly 300 candidates until they found the 6 they were looking for. Tsubasa was specifically the hardest because she will have a lot of screen time in Season 4, but they finally decided to cast Minako Sato. There was some concern about hiring an amateur for Tsubasa, but considering even Chiba Shoya himself wasn't really famous back in 2017, they put hope that Sato could grow among the other veteran cast. The roles for Utomiya and Yagami were decided very quickly compared to Tsubasa, but Tsubaki and Ichika were chosen thanks to their record, and how well they play the vibe that was given to them. For Tsubaki, they prefer a calm-downer type, while Ichika was preferred to be a naughty brat instead of a Gyaru type. It seems like the staff was happy with their choice, but since the first episodes were focused on Hosen, Hiroe Gashira is getting a lot of praise for his intimidating voice. They throw a bunch of names in the credits, and it seems like the new Class D students already have their own voice actors, so it's clear that Season 4 already took more budget compared to previous seasons. That news could be taken as a good news, since it's proof that the production company put more hope in Season 4. I think we need to give Demon Slayer some credit, because they really proved that a good adaptation will bring a fortune even to the original source, resulting in a quality increase in the anime industry lately. And the last thing to be concerned about is how they adapt the scene from the light novel. Both animation and voice actors are important, but it would be meaningless if the direction were done recklessly. However, it seems we don't need to be worried about it, because most people who have watched the advanced screening have no complaints about the adaptation. The first episode started with the conversation between Tsukishiro and the White Room student just like in the light novel, and episode 4 ended with Ayanokoji and Tsukishiro talking just like the ending of Volume 1. The skip content seems to be kept to a minimum, but the rest of the important scenes were adapted beautifully. The scene between Kei and Sato is said to be heartwarming, while the scenes with Hosen are intense and worth the hype. I usually put a low expectation on anime adaptations, but I guess it's fine to be a little more hopeful for Season 4. I really look forward to seeing our favorite scene to move and voiced, especially Tsubasa's scene in Volume 3, but I guess we need to wait until May for that scene to get adapted.